Welcome to PGA Tour 2K23. My name's John McCarthy, and I am packing all the golf lessons. So I invite you to use these lessons to get you swinging that club like a pro and getting that little white ball around the course as best you can. Let's crack into it. Pull back on the swing stick to start your swing. When your golfer is at the top of their backswing, press the swing stick forward to finish the swing. Give it a try. Nice work. After each shot, you will get feedback about your accuracy in the bottom right-hand corner. In the middle of that circle, there's a white stripe. And you need to keep your swing within that white stripe if you want your shot to be accurate. Now let's try another swing and remember to keep it within that white stripe. That's the stuff. And you're also going to receive feedback on your swing timing, and that's the meter that kind of wraps around the top of your swing accuracy indicator. Your backswing timing refers to the point at which you transition from backswing into downswing. If you do this too early, you're going to reduce the power of your shot. If you do it too late, you're going to add power, but that's what we're looking for. Congratulations, you've got the... In this lesson, we're going to talk about one of the most important skills you can have at your disposal, and that is putting. Now, to begin your putt, pull back on the swing stick. The farther you pull back, the stronger your putt will be. The backswing meter at the bottom of your screen is always well done. The putt weight is how hard you hit your... Well, you've got that one down. Those moving dots on the grid are telling us that your putt's going to break a little bit to the right, so you will have to aim to the left to compensate. Use the aim stick to make adjustments before putting so that you can drop this one in the hole. Give it a go. Well, that didn't quite pan out. Let's give that another go. Not quite. Let's reset. Try again. All right, that didn't pan out. Let's give it another go. Not quite there, is it? Let's try again. Well, I'm sure you'll get this with some... Hello and welcome to this lesson on clubs and shot types. We're going to dig through that golf bag a little bit, and I'll tell you a few simple tricks you can use to navigate some of the situations you find yourself in on the course. Okay, so for this shot, you're hitting into the wind. This means you are going to have to club up. Or in other words, good job, that's what we're looking for. Now, it's only a matter of time before you find yourself in a situation where the normal shot type is just not going to do. Now, to get on the green from here, you are going to need a chip shot. So let's press the change shot type button until you get to the chip shot. and then chip that ball nice and close to the pin with your next stroke. Well, not quite. Let's try that again. Well, no need to linger on this lesson. Information about the current lie of your ball is available always in the top right corner of the screen. This will give you a range of how much spin and power your shot will retain, and then you can use that info to adjust your shot accordingly. For this particular situation, let's change our club to the sand wedge and then change our shot type to a splash shot, which is a great shot for getting out of these greenside bunkers. After that, give that swing a go. See if you can stick it close. That should probably be tried again. Not quite. Let's try that again. Well, let's just move on for now. Hello there and welcome to the lesson on advanced shots. In this lesson, we're going to learn about techniques you're going to want to master if you want to compete with the pros. In this, well done on that lesson. You're going to come across situations like this one where you want to adjust the spin and loft of your shot. In this case, we want to land our shot on the green softly without a whole lot of roll. And for that, we need to add some backspin. Hold down the true shot button and move your aim stick down to increase your loft and backspin, and then have a go at this pin and see if you can land it nice and soft and close. Okay, this is where we part ways, and all that's left for you is to choose a difficulty level, and then you can go ahead and customize your golfer in the My Player menu if you feel like it. If not, all good as well. We'll see you out there on the links real soon.
UK Sports and the Corn Ferry Tour are proud to bring you this year's Q School Final. We're just about to begin our coverage of this exciting event. Pleased you could join us for this first round action. Luke Elvey here alongside Rich Beam, and Rich, What's on the minds of these players today?
Luke, at the end of the day, these players want one thing and one thing only. That's their Korn Ferry Tour card. And to do that, they need to finish up in the top 50 at the end of the event.
Let's get down to the action. And here we are with the third shot. That's a wonderfully played chip shot there.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
He's currently tied for second. Let's see what happens here on the second hole.
Players want to take out any club, driver, three, with whatever it takes to miss the bunkers down the right-hand side in order to give them the best opportunity to knock it on in two. However, danger lurks everywhere around this green, so players playing cautiously might want to consider laying up. Birdie fours are always a good score in this hole, and you're never disappointed with a 5.
This lie's not great. Going with the 5-iron here. And that shot back in the fairway. Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
Setting up from about 100 yards.
Going with the pitching wedge here. Woo, back there, horsey. That was a bit of a miscue.
Yeah, it took a bit too much club on that one.
There's 17 feet remaining to the hole.
An important par save.
Okay, steady now. Putting for bogey.
Right over the spot they were looking at.
Well, that's a shame. That'll drop them down the standings, that's for sure. Teeing off here at the third hole.
A split green here. It is difficult to make birdie twos, but par threes should be had.
Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse. And this putt is for a big 2 on the scorecard. Par putt coming up here. Just need to pull the putter back a little bit further, I think.
Wow, shocking to say the least. How do you miss that?
Just a short putt remaining here. The putt goes in, and that's back-to-back bogeys.
You're making one bad mistake with another, compounding it, not good.
Sitting at 2 over for the day. The fourth at TPC Boston, Rich. A great short par 4.
Players looking to make birdie or better. The only difficulty is finding that front bunker. That's when big numbers can be had. For sure, birdies galore. Looks like this one might be in the bunker.
And from the bunker here, looking for an up and down. This would be a great up and down from this spot. And he needs this to save par. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Chance to move up into the top 20 on the leaderboard. A good putt to make here. That limits the damage. Now 3 strokes back after that hole. We have a par 4 on this one.
Dog legs from right to left. The big danger here is the green. 3 different tiers on this green. Find the correct one. You'll have a birdie opportunity. Miss it, and it's going to be a difficult 2-putt.
Second shot here on the 5th. Oh, what a shot that was. Right at it. Well, take notes, folks. That's how you do it. A putt for a place in the top 10. That's a good way to bounce back from the drop shot at the last hole. And what a way to jump into the top 10. Sitting at a couple over for the day.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
Time to face a par 4 now.
Bunkers down the right-hand side are a nuisance. The pond fronting the left part of the green should not come into play if players find the fairway off their tee shots. Second shot to a very flat green. You can get it close, but still difficult on this long par 4.
Oh, that's piped. That's heading down the runway. The 6th hole, particularly the approach, Rich, at TPC Boston's a very strong one.
If they put the pin other than front left near the water, it's a good birdie opportunity. But once that pin sneaks over to the left-hand side, watch out. Bogeys and doubles come into the equation very quickly.
Wow, what a shot.
Of all the shots that I like the most, that one ranks right up there.
And there it is. Trailing by a few shots after that hole. And after a bogey at the last, they're looking for a big drive on this hole.
Par 5, and only the long players can reach in 2. Find the fairway, then make a decision. Do I go over the large bunker 100 yards away, or do I lay back of it? Either way, you must make a par 5 here, because birdies will be had by the big hitters.
Rich, being a big Boston sports fan, love being here in Beantown. And look, TPC Boston's a great venue for any championship. We've had some great winners here in the past, the likes of Tiger Woods, Ricky Fowler, Justin Thomas. This golf course, it gives, but it also takes.
Look at the list of winners you just mentioned. What do they have in common? A, they're really gritty competitors, but B, they're super good, reliable ball strikers. I think that this golf course is sneaky, demanding. Whoever wins this week is certainly going to earn it on this relatively, seemingly benign, but sneaky hard golf course.
Just not enough gas.
Sometimes when you try and get it up the hill, you just forget to hit it sometimes, and it seems so in this case.
Well, that was a positive hole. A little shift up the leaderboard. Well played. We find ourselves on a par 3 here.
Par 3 and a diabolical green, to say the least. The left-hand side sits much higher than the right-hand side, and the green is usually very firm. A tough ask.
Well struck. Well, Rich, think they can make this one?
I really can't say I'm a fan of their chances on this one, Luke, but I tell you what, I've been wrong once before.
You always like that on long putts when you just have to go ahead and tap it in stress-free. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. Here we are at the final hole on the front nine.
Ninth hole, bunkers down the left will not come into play, and this green sits below the players on their second shot. We have seen birdies made here in the past, but they are really difficult to come by.
Not bad. And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
Setting up here from about 165 yards.
Yeah, not a bad shot, that one. And he's down there. You got to read?
Just got to use the touch of a feather. Barely has to blow on it. This is just downhill.
That did everything but drop. Oh, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. Trailing by 5 shots after that hole. Always love a new beginning. Here we are at the opening hole of the back nine, the 10th.
Par 4, this hole plays so much more difficult than the yardage. Water to the left of the green, bunkers surrounding it on both sides. Find the fairway, you'll have a good look at making birdie. You miss the fairway, good luck. 4s, 5s, and 6s come into the equation.
A wonderful shot and a chance for birdie here on the 10th. 4 feet to the cup. A bit long on that one. Unable to take advantage of the great approach there, Rich. Sitting at 3 over for the day. Time to play one of the one-shotters.
Par 3 measures 231 yards from the back. A very difficult test indeed. A long green that is unforgiving as it slopes from back to front quite severely. Birdies are hard to run by, as pars can be as well.
He didn't look to hit that one quite so flush. Not sure what the intent was there. Getting ready to play their third. 5 shots off the lead. 5 feet coming up to the cup. It was on a good line. And this next putt here is for a double bogey. Trailing by 6 shots after that hole. And coming off a double bogey, you'd imagine their heads down a bit. Time to just clear that from the mind.
Par 4, 510 yards. It is a brute. Those bunkers down the right-hand side are a natural attraction for wayward golf balls. Second shot is down the slope. A big, deep, gaping bunker on the right-hand side will also find its fair share of golf balls. All in all, just a tough hole, to say the least.
Oh, come on, sit. Oh. Well, that's an unlucky break. That one was right at it. And here we are with the third shot. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? This is a par putt. Nicely played. Moving on up the leaderboard now after that hole. Time to face a par 4.
Tee shot up the hill to a blind landing area. Second shot is to a green that is surrounded by a cavern of bunkers. If you miss all those and find the green in 2, then you'll have a decent look at a birdie 3.
Where did that come from? That's not his style. Going with the hybrid.
Yeah, this is lovely.
But not a bad approach. He'll be putting.
Outside chance of the birdie, but a 2-putt here is still good.
Didn't quite have the right stuff there. Ooh, right by the hole. Bogey putt coming up here. Oh, just missed that one. And this one will be for double bogey. And a little slide down the standings after that hole. Setting up now on a par 4.
Fairway sweeps from right to left down the hill. Should you find the fairway, you'll have a decent look at finding the green in 2. But I gotta say, it is a difficult par 4, and you'd be happy to walk away with that score.
The 14th hole at TPC Boston is a par 5 for the locals, a converted par 4 for the tournament, Rich, and it's a strong second shot down the hill.
Second shot, very narrow opening to this green. If you miss it out to the right in the bunkers, you have a difficult time getting it up and down. Out to the left, you have some options. Parts can be made.
All right, you'll make it the next time. Currently at 7 over par.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Let's see what happens here on the 15th.
Par 4, and a fun little par 4 at that. Just 421 yards from the back. Fairly generous fairway, but a green that can provide some entertainment as there's some different swales in the green, and your golf ball can go a-wandering if you're not careful.
Going with the 8-iron here. This looks to be hit pretty well from where I'm standing. Nicely done. Just 10 feet to the cup here.
This is their look at birdie.
Oh, just missed. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Here we are in front of a par 3.
Watch out for this green. There's a large shelf on the right-hand side. If it's up there, good luck getting it close. And whatever you do, don't be silly and hit it left in the water. That's just a bad shot.
Oh, well played. Into birdie range here at the 16th. What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Setting up this putt 11 feet from the cup.
Just a couple of inches away from finding that one. An opportunity to make their par. Trailing by 8 strokes now after that hole. And now teeing off on this par 4 hole.
Dog leg from right to left. Second shot is down the slope. Lots of bunkers on this hole, but should you avoid them and find this sliver of a green, then birdie will be on your mind.
Well, Rich, the 17th hole at TPC Boston, I think the most important thing is positioning your tee shot so you can get a clear look at the green here.
A very narrow green, actually bisected in 2 by Santa Claus's belly, thus the size of it. Find the right level, you have a birdie opportunity.
Now 6 strokes back after that hole. Well, I like the look of the line here. This should find the fairway. Second shot here at the 18th. Getting ready to play their third. Oh! That was close. And hitting yet another green here in regulation.
Well, the practice is paying off here, Luke. This player is relentless.
Big putt for par coming up. And that signs off on today's round. So the opening round in the books, Rich. Impressed with your efforts here in the booth. Thanks for your time.
Same, Luke. Enjoyed the day. Looking forward to tomorrow.
I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam, and on behalf of all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's goodbye for now.